Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Gonna talk about HEX. Why? Because why not? Everyone's talking about it. Let's have a little look at it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and press that bell button. Leave a like, comment, all kinds of good stuff. I want to know your opinion on this. Let me know. So let's go through it. Let's get started. So welcome guys, hope you're good, hope you're well, happy Tuesday. The first high interest blockchain certificate of deposit. I don't even know what this is. This does not make any fucking sense. So, whenever you go in for an investment or anything, you need to kind of figure out what it is. This doesn't really tell you exactly what it is, other than when you Google certain things. We're going to go through all this in a minute, but we're going to try and make it obvious in terms of what this is. And I want to kind of make clear red flag syndrome in any sort of investment should be kind of, you should walk away from it. Now, plus points about this. It's free, essentially. You can, if you so wish to, get this for free via your Bitcoin snapshot from the 2nd of December, I believe. However, it's not as simple as that. You've got to hold it for so long, but I do not like already seeing all this bollocks on here about everything in terms of money. How much money you can make, how Bitcoin performed over the period of time. No one gives a fuck about the past. It's all about future projections and performance, basically. So, there's no real disclaimers here to tell you that it's going to be, a risky ride or it's going to be a long-term stake of coins. It's all pish. And this is why I believe that this is not going to do very well, regardless if you buy it or not. The only thing that could bite me on the ass right now with this is the fact that anything could go up in the crypto market because it's so infant. There's a massive bull run could possibly happen in 2021, post-halving. With the stock flow ratio of BTC, it could create a ripple effect through the whole of the altcoins. That could bite me on the ass. It could look awesome, when in reality it's just a shit project. And it does look and sound like a shit project that has been sold by promoters of other scams in the past. I'll come on to that in a second. And also projected income of utter nonsense that is fabrication because it hasn't happened. So, last video I spoke about Palm Beach research report. They copyright striked me because I said that their platform is shit and everything about it's turd. At the end of the day, they're literally giving shovels to a gold rush that isn't really happening. That's the problem. So, with all this in mind, buy Ethereum to transfer it into HEX. You basically are sending your Ethereum to the company to then hold on for a while for them to stake it and you get HEX for it. Doesn't make any sense in my opinion. That's pretty much how it goes down. And we're going to go through all these little red flags together. Why not? Because it's fun. But this came into my Telegram group a couple of weeks ago. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll look into it. If anyone wants to jump in, crack on. Here is the information. I will do a further update on it. I literally said a couple of days before the snapshot, I'm not even going to touch this. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. That's what I said in my premium group. That's what I said in my Telegram group. I said, I'm just leave it alone. A couple of weeks have now passed. I'm now doing a video on it on YouTube because everyone is talking about it. Everyone is saying this, that, and the other about it. And I want to go through the red flags to make it really obvious in terms of the obvious. In terms of what the website is saying. So, you got to look at all this. Adoption amplifier and all kinds of stuff where it's basically going to give you a lot of free coins and mints and stuff. But it just sounds really far-fetched the way it is. And it's just unbelievable in terms of all this kind of stuff. Like, it is basically there to make money for the people in charge of this. That is basically it. It looks like a very elaborate Ponzi scheme in essential wording. And let's just go down. I'm not bothered about all this bollocks, but all this stuff here, it's just words on a piece of paper. There's no product here. There's no fancy partnerships. There's no genuine, decent team members. There's no kind of thing to go, I really want that. There's just nothing. All it is there to try and make people money who are promoting it. That is it. That is simply it. And if you are promoting this, the chances are You're going to get some free tokens. The chances are, yeah, that's it. That's all you're going to get. Unlucky. There's no use case for it. There's no real, option for this to do any sort of justice in the market. If I'm going to say justice as in a genuine use case, people are not going to be using this. People are not going to be doing certain things to buy coffees with this. They're not going to be, oh God. So, other things to make it. How can HEX make you rich? Red flag number 1. Boom. Yeah, I'm not going to put that video on. But it's all to do with send your ETH to an AA, the amplifier lobby basically. If you held Bitcoin, you can claim it for free. You then sell the BTC for ETH and then send it to the lobby. So you're losing your ETH already. It's gone. Boom. Bye. Opt for 10 years and you get a 90% auto stake. 10 years. Fucking Bitcoin is just 10 years old. Even on the market, it's under 10 years old essentially. Crazy. This is where you're getting 3 times the shares at lower price possible. When in the lobby, you joined it and it's closed, or you're basically staking for 10 years. This is unbelievable. It's an elaborate way to get money. Now, this is kind of where we're going with this, right? These are the kind of projected returns of investment. I would be disappointed if I held something for 10 years in crypto and only got a 300% gain within that period. Because when you look at the chart, you look at other coins and you think, right, hold on a minute. If I buy at the bottom on some of these altcoins, I can get a 3 times gain from April because the market has dropped so much in BTC value. So why would I do this and hold it for 10 years? Well, you fucking wouldn't, would you, if you had half a brain? So this is where I'm going with this, and I see that as a massive red flag as well. In terms of the staking, all kind of shite. How to install it, referral codes, and yeah, I'm going to come on to it in a minute. But there's so much on here which basically favours the team to get incredibly rich. Now, this is a profit simulator. Let's have a laugh. To give you an idea of how it all works and stuff, it's more videos, more shite. But, oh, fuck off. Seriously. So, it basically tells you where the big payday is, and I don't even know how many years ago that is. It's crazy. It's absolutely boggling at how people are going to get sucked into this for the promised riches. That is not going to happen. You've got to hold it for a long time, man. What? So, let's look at the price of it. Why not? Oh, go away. Fuck off, marketing. Boom. Right, so, it's done pretty shit, I'll be honest with you. It's worth fuck all. Its volume has dropped like a stone. It popped up to here. Yeah. As an asset that is touted to be a first in a blockchain space that is designed basically to multiply the team's income is kind of worrying for the space in the trusting world. Now, I'm not the only person with this opinion. It's kind of obvious when you look at it. When you do your research, you can see this is a model designed to get people rich who are at the top. Essentially, as I say, a Ponzi scheme. Now, just look at the way it's worded and how it all is. Maximize the profit early on. Get the most shares by being early. Stake longer. Stake bigger. Refer people. Get the free claim. Get people to stake. Remove HEX from circulation. Get people to buy HEX. Oh, come on. Really? If that is a red flag, I don't know what is. I'm going to go to China and find a load of red flags and bring one home and just appear it here and go, red flag. Likewise, when you look at some things you can buy in China, they're pretty dodgy, like this. So, let's look at a few news articles that have came out in the last couple of days. New BTC, Bitcoin.com CEO lists HEX token just out of spite. Why not? It's funny. So this is kind of interesting. New appointed exchange CEO lists controversial scam token. Even these guys are calling it a scam token. The move stems from running tensions between rival fractions within the cryptocurrency world, namely BTC and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash worry associated with HEX will come to bite them. It probably will. So, if this is kind of, notorious scam king. Oh, let's have a look at this. I've never even looked at this. What's this? Oh. Hex fan is actually notorious criminal scam king. There we go. Alleged ties with the Panamanian criminal network. Oh, hello. Found the recently is linked to Panama criminal network, which includes corrupt lawyers and judges. Hart is also an sold anti-aging cures in between roles as spam king and Bitcoin thought leader. I didn't know that. There we go. That's a first for you guys as well. So there you go. Some things that you do click on, you do fall down the rabbit hole. But what I will say is, if you search Hex token or Hex coin, whatever, there's a lot of press. There's a lot of bad press. And that's kind of why I'm on this tangent that I'm not quite kind of wrong. Because if there's enough information there, it's not FUD. It becomes reality. It becomes true. It becomes that kind of network of trust that people are saying the same thing on multiple networks, multiple channels, multiple sources. You know, it's not so much one rogue person going, oh, this is shit, when everyone's doing it. It's kind of different. So this is really fucking interesting. And yeah, touch this at your own peril, really, because you're going to get, you know, burnt. Anyways, next article. Notorious BitConnect promoter Trevon James is now advertising it. So that, again, in terms of red flags, I really need a red flag, guys. I should really get an animation graphic right now. The biggest thing about this is BitConnect was a huge scam Ponzi scheme that was actually registered in the UK, which was quite funny, but had ties with all around the world. Kind of scary in terms of where the business information was. But yeah, BitConnect, 1% per day Ponzi scheme, BitConnect, all that bollocks. Their biggest promoters are also promoting this. And even Richard Hart goes and says the top two promoters are promoting this because they've seen the fundamentals, they've seen the potential, they've seen how it's built. If that isn't, in one way, integrity or a red flag, I don't know what fucking is. But fair play, literally goes out and spells it out for everyone going, oh, okay, this is going to go to the moon for us, the promoters. Not you guys, not the little bottom feeders at the bottom here. The top men. Which indicates that it is pretty much Ponzi. And lastly, on this, you know, sort of stuff, crypto HEX or whatever HEX crypto designed for 100 times returns is destined for failure. So this is kind of the element of what people are kind of getting a bit pissed off about. It's because it is designed to create money. In reality, when you look at everything else, it's not looking that good at all. You know, it's getting there. It really is getting to be one of those things where it's like, it's a slippery slope and slippery manner in which the price pumps, and yeah, all kinds of stuff like that. It's really scary to think that this is still happening in almost 2020 in the industry, which is kind of scary. But this article was the one that really got me interested, and I read a little bit about this. But I want to look at the red flags. So basically, there's a load of information. I'll leave a link in below for this one. This is quite an interesting read, actually. I've not fully read it fully, but there's some really interesting conversations in here. And basically, I'm going to read some of the stuff in a minute. But there's all kinds of stuff here. But here we go. Red flags I alluded to. Mocking people for asking legitimate questions. Overly complicating the explanation of what he's doing with his token. You know, private chats and all kinds of stuff like that. All kinds of stuff like that. Wow, crazy. General span of arguments to drown out people's point of view. Generally aggressive behaviour. Claiming that he wants to remain anonymous while putting his face on everything. Fair enough. Odd. But there's all kinds here. Absolutely all kinds here. The Bitcoin show. Panama. You know, there's so much here to go, wait a minute, guys. This seems dodgy. So there's absolutely all kinds here that you need to be fully aware of. And I mean that because obviously I'm in the education space and I don't like people getting burnt by whatever's happening in the space. And there's enough people that come to me post-scam, essentially. It kind of happens where obviously they stumble across one of my videos and they find me and I tell you this, that and the other, and they wish to watch that video before they did it. This is kind of one of those things, but I'm hoping I'm a bit early this time. This looks incredibly dodgy. If you are giving away your Ethereum to this address, the chances are your returns, we don't know. We do not know. if the biggest rule in cryptocurrency, and it is the biggest rule, if it's not your coins, it's not your crypto, essentially. Or not so much that, but if you're putting your coins on an exchange, it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. So essentially it's the same way. If you're giving your coins to someone else, it's not yours anymore. It's like me going, iPhone. Do you want an iPhone? Okay, cool. How long can I keep it for? Just keep it for whenever, mate. Keep it whenever. That person then goes and fucks it off or sells it or smashes it up, but it's not yours anymore, is it? Technically. So it's very, very obvious when you look at it that way how much kind of the blueprint of making money is. The people at the top are always going to get rich. Essentially, the promoters. The people that are promoting these elaborate schemes that have got all kinds of different little bonuses and ties and all kinds of stuff to it. Yeah, be very, very careful. So that is today's video. I just want to overview it in an absolute puddle of mess, essentially. And I know a lot of people like to hear me talk about certain things like this, and it's kind of cool, the fundamentals of coins and why they go up and down, but this is not a reason for you to get involved in a coin because it could go up. It's not the case. If they've got stuff like, it will make these, it will do this, it will do that, it will do all this, it will make you this, it will do this, it's usually bollocks, guys. You know, Microsoft did not promote their fucking stock market bimble wimble bollocks with fucking shit about Windows 95 back in those days. Like, oh, you're going to become stupidly rich. It became rich due to its success. It became rich over time. You know, early investors. Cryptocurrency is like that with the top projects that over time will mature into these big blockchains, whatever. This has absolutely nothing compared to what's out in the market. So leave it alone if I